Morning. Hello. I'm a minute early, so we'll give it a minute for people to arrive. But do let me know who's here. It's nice to see people's names pop up. Yeah, take your time getting settled, finding your comfy place to be, getting your notebooks out and just getting ready. Maybe having your tea or coffee or water. Morning, Pauline. Okay, amazing. It is 9 o'clock. So maybe I'll just start explaining the class, and then if anyone else is coming in, I can fill them in on what's going on. So I'll talk about the structure of the class first. So if you haven't done the class before, morning, Shona. We're going to do a bit of breath work first. We'll do some written tasks. So if you have like a notebook ready, we'll then meditate and we'll reflect at the end. And today we're going to focus on the heart chakra. And it's going to be a bit more of a, I guess, traditional meditation in the way that it's still very much my class and how I run it, but I'll just touch on a bit more of kind of traditional ideas and discussions that are more in yoga and meditation, talking about chakras and everything. And it's quite funny because I find this funny. The heart chakra is usually represented with the color green or emerald, and I'm drinking green tea. And I've got some green plants, so we're halfway there. We're ready to go. Great. Okay, we'll just get started, and then, yeah, if anyone joins. So we're going to start with a little bit of mobility, just to kind of move the body a little bit before we sit. So we're going to drop our head and just do some semicircles from shoulder to shoulder. So just dropping the head and just rolling the head, the neck, from shoulder to shoulder. And rolling up. We're going to tilt one ear towards the shoulder. We'll just place the hands on top of the head, just really gently. I can just pull the other arm away in a diagonal motion. Can drop the shoulders down, relax the eyes. Maybe if you're clenching your jaw, you could open your jaw and move it side to side. We're going to tuck the chin towards the armpit and put the hand behind the head. And again, we're not pulling, we're just almost resting the hands, just giving a little bit extra help. And coming up, other side. So dropping the ear to the shoulder first, hand over head, drop the shoulder, pull the other arm away. This kind of diagonal, really long stretch. And then tucking the chin, hand behind the head. And helping your head up. We're just going to do some shoulder rolls back. This can be your little dad dance this morning. And forward. Nice. And then we're just going to lean from side to side, just kind of flowing. Nice big stretch. Try not to hit your plants like me. And then we'll do one big inhale up. Hands down the center. Resting your arms wherever you want them to be, resting your legs wherever you want them to be, and we'll close the eyes. So just take a minute to notice how you're feeling. maybe to notice how that movement made you feel, or maybe your journey to this class if you've just woken up or you've been up for a few hours, or just noticing how you feel before we start. Lovely. And taking a minute to notice how the body's feeling. We've just moved the body a bit, but how is it feeling? Is there any achy parts? Is it feeling quite good? Maybe you have an injury. Just noticing how the body's feeling. And then we're going to do just a very quick body scan from the top of the head all the way to our feet. So you're just going to imagine you have lasers and you're scanning your whole body like a 3D scan from the top of your head. So noticing the crown of your head, noticing your forehead. If you're scrunching your eyebrows, just release them. The eyes and the eye sockets, the nose, the cheeks, the jaw, the ears. Again, if you're clenching, just trying to let it go, release it. The neck, the collarbones, the shoulders. Maybe while we're at the shoulders, let's just roll our shoulders into our backs and just sit up a little bit taller. Noticing your chest, your armpits, and your upper arms, your elbows, forearms, wrists, and hands, and the inside of your arms. How about your breastbone and your ribs, front, side, and back? How's your middle spine and your upper spine feeling? How about your belly and your sides, your lower spine, the pelvis, your hips, your hip flexors? How about your thighs and your knees and your shins, and all the way to your ankles and your feet? Great, so now we have a greater awareness of the whole body. Let's move internally and just notice how we're feeling internally. Maybe acknowledging the breath, but not changing it too much at first, just noticing where it's at. Lovely, and then gradually on each inhale and exhale, we're going to breathe deeper and deeper. So inhaling, really filling the whole body. And on your exhale, just really letting it go. And gradually, in your own time, let this become bigger and bigger. Lovely, and all together we're going to take a really deep inhale through the nose, and we're going to forcefully exhale through the mouth, so really letting it all go, really blowing it away, really making a sound. So inhaling really, really deeply through the nose. Exhale. 2 more times, inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Blinking the eyes open. Come back to your space, maybe giving the shoulders a little wriggle again. Gonna grab our notebooks, but grab a drink as well. Okay, so we're gonna do 4 written tasks today, and they're all gonna be based around the heart chakra and kind of themes and ideas that come with that. Yeah, I'll explain as we go. So for the first question I'd like you to answer is, do I feel disappointed by anything in my life right now? And then so it's kind of a two-parter. And the second part is, rather than pushing away the disappointment, can I allow myself to feel it? So I'd like you to maybe identify anything that's disappointing you in your life right now. And if there's a way you can allow yourself to feel it rather than just pushing it away. So take a moment just to think about that and write down. Lovely. It's taking maybe 30 seconds to finish off that answer. Great. We'll move on to the second question. So the second question is, how often do I fill up my own cup before giving it to others? Do I put myself first by practicing self-care, or do I always put others' needs before my own? It's kind of a big question. So there's this idea of fill up my own cup, as in doing what you need to do for yourself first before you give to others, or do you find yourself giving to others before you focus on yourself? So rather than doing all the self-care and the sleep and eating well and doing all the stuff that you need to do you often prioritize others and giving to them? How often do I fill up my own cup before giving to others? Do I put myself first by practicing self-care, or do I always put others' needs before my own? So just respond to that in whatever way that comes. Great. Again, taking another like 30 seconds to finish that off. Amazing. So we got 2 more questions. And the next question, when I speak to myself lovingly, how does it feel? How can I practice saying loving things to myself more often so it starts to feel more familiar? So I guess that question is kind of asking, the stereotype where you look in the mirror and you say positive affirmations or positive things about yourself. I know I don't often do that, and I have struggled in the past with saying kind things about myself, so that when I started to do it, it did feel a bit strange. But I feel like putting that into practice does help a lot. And so the question again is, when I speak to myself lovingly, how does it feel? How can I practice saying loving things to myself more often so that it starts to feel more familiar? Great, so finishing that one up when you're ready. Great, and the final question, I would like you to write numbers 1 to 6. 1 to 6. And I would like you to write beside those numbers, so I want you to make a list of what you love about your life and your surroundings right now. It could be anything. It could be really small, it could be really big. It could be, I love this plant. It could be you get a lot of light in your space, or you have a lot of loving friends around and family and a support network, or a great job. It could be anything at all. So make a list of what you love about your life and your surroundings right now. 1 to 6, big or small. Go for it. Lovely. And we're going to pop our notebooks down when we're done, grab a final drink, and we'll get going. So we're going to do a little pranayama, which is a breathing technique in yogic terms. And so particularly focusing on the heart chakra, when you do a chant, it would be, I think stereotypically, I've said this before, it would be like OM. But for the heart chakra to hit it more direct or chant, we're going to say yam. So it's YAM. So like yam, I guess, would be how you would maybe say it. And the thing with the chants, we don't want our lips to touch until the very end. So the focus is try and be a bit more like yam. And for as long as you like. And so we're going to inhale through the nose. So we'll inhale. We'll inhale through the nose and we'll chant. We'll inhale again. We'll chant. And then we'll just take a normal inhale, normal exhale. So you can either close your eyes or keep them open. And with the hands, I want you to touch the index finger to the thumb. I'm just checking which hand goes where. Okay, right hand. So with your right hand, index finger to thumb, and your fingers can be open. And you're going to place it in your heart center. The other hand is going to do the same, but it's going to be on your knee. So on your left knee. And this is just the mudra. This is just the kind of hand position that directs that energy. And so we're going to inhale through the nose. Can release the hands. We can close our eyes down and just relax. So while you're sitting here with your eyes shut, I'm going to offer up a few things for this meditation to think about. So with your eyes shut, I'm going to offer different things for you to focus on in this meditation. So we've been talking about the heart chakra. The heart chakra is the fourth chakra, and it's situated in the heart center. So there's 3 above and 3 below. It's depicted as a green lotus flower with 12 petals, and it represents air and the seat of love. This applies to loving yourself and to loving others. So in this meditation, sitting here in your space, I want you to focus on inhaling and exhaling really deeply. And on the inhale, I want you to imagine you're inhaling an emerald light, a really bright emerald light that's inhaling through your nose on each inhale. And it's almost diluting as when it comes into your insides. So it's a really bright emerald light on each inhale. You almost imagine that light going up your nose and down the back of your throat, into your chest, into your belly, and settling in your heart space. So in each inhale, it's getting brighter and brighter inside in your heart space. I want you to imagine that it brings warmth as it comes into your body. As your breath allows this light and love and warmth to grow. Only by opening our hearts can we allow love to come in. I want you to take a moment to call to mind someone or multiple people who you love. I want you to bring their faces into your mind. Who have you chosen? Who is there in your mind? Whose face can you see? And I want you, on your inhales and exhale, to shower them with love. Shower them in this green emerald light. Embrace them. Lovely. Now I'd like you to call to mind someone or multiple people whom you have a tough relationship with, who it's not easy, you've had difficult times. I want you to imagine their face or faces. And again, on each inhale and exhale, to shower them with love in this emerald light and to embrace them with an open heart. And finally, I want you to call to mind yourself, to really see yourself in your own face. And to really take the time to look at yourself. And on your final inhales and exhales, to really embrace them. Embrace yourself in the love, in this emerald light. And to let it fade. Heart chakra meditation. I listen to my heart and honor its connection to the heart of others. I allow love to fill me up and guide me in all of my actions. I gracefully move to the rhythm of life. And then I want you to place both hands on your heart, still keeping your eyes shut. I'm going to take a few inhales and exhales in through the nose and out through the mouth. Really deeply inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. Slowly blink your eyes open. Come back to your space and be dropping the hands. Gonna grab our notebooks and just write down a word, a thought, a feeling, anything, just a bit of reflection for the end. Maybe who you imagined in your mind. Lovely. And while you're doing that, I'm just going to say thank you so much for coming. And please thank yourself for coming. It's a lovely thing to do on a Monday morning. Get you going, get the week going. We've got a heat wave coming the next few days, so drink lots of water, enjoy, put on your sun cream. I'll stick around for another minute or two. But thanks everyone, and I'll see you at Stretch and Relax on Wednesday if you're coming along to that. I'm also covering Contemporary in the studio tomorrow, if anyone's around. But yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks, Shona. Green heart. Appropriate. Yeah, enjoy the last blast of summer. Very, very true. I know. How are we in September? Ah. Thanks, Pauline. Okay, I'm going to head now, but thanks, everyone. And I'll see you soon. Bye.